Okay, I'm doing this tutorial because somebody was asking me, or some people were asking me, if I could do a tutorial in regards to how to convert your characters from CC1 and CC2 into CC3. And it's a very simple process. I'm going to show you the way I do it because Reallution has already tutorials about that, and they are even more specific in regards on how to use the program. I'm not going to go into all of that. I'm just going to show you how to convert it real quick, and this is my method. You can either follow my method or you can follow Reallution's tutorials. So we have your character, which is this one right here, and on the right panel you're going to go on the first icon. You are going to go down to where it says edit the character in Character Creator. So you send it to Character Creator, and it's going to ask you if you want to change pretty much everything. You just go ahead and click yes, okay, and we're going to wait until it loads. And I'm going to show you, while it's doing that, I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to show you a folder. Okay, it's already loaded, in which I have everything. Let me show you what I mean by everything. This is a folder where Reallution is installed. That's the default folder. And the reason why I have this is because, you know, when I'm in Character Creator, I am really having a lot of trouble finding everything, like the skin, certain presets to change the character. But before doing that, you know, when the character loads, you're going to be on the first icon, and on the first icon you're going to see this. I'm going to amplify the screen a little bit so you can see on the right panel. You're going to see this, which is pretty much to change it into you know, a CC3 character, even if it's a CC1 or a CC2 into CC3. So just press that, and it's going to ask you, you know, if you want to change everything. You just go ahead and say yes, you know, in regards to the original size, and you go okay. That's what you do. So it's going to start changing the maps of every, you know, like if you have a CC1 or a CC2 character, I think you only have 2 maps or something like that. I think it's just a face and the body. But for this one, you have, I think it's the face, the torso, the arms, that's 3, and the legs, that's 4. So you have 4 different kinds of maps. So that's for the CC1 and the CC2, but the CC3 has four maps, so it's going to be changing everything. This is a CC2 character, I believe. I don't remember if it's a CC2 or a CC3, but it doesn't really matter because it's going to change all the maps. It's going to convert it into a CC3 plus character because that's what you ask for, a CC3 plus, okay? Because you have CC3 to CC3 plus, and you want the CC3 plus, so that's the one that you press. And we're just going to wait because you see there's like a counter of, you know, all the transformation or the changes that it has to do. So it's 2 of 60 something, 63 changes. And while he's doing that, I'm going to explain something else to you. Okay, this is the way I do it to change it because I was having a lot of difficulty trying to find the presets in the Character Creator. Okay, so I go to the Reallution folder, and I have all the folders, you know, that go into that particular Reallution folder for the installation of your Character Creator and your iClone program. And I just go to the search bar and I'm gonna type CC Skin. That's all I need to type, and it's gonna pop up everything that has to do with Character Creator, and it's gonna show me all the skins. I'm gonna close this. So it's showing me all the plugins and all the presets that I installed, all the packages that I installed, because you need to get packages. If you don't have any packages, you're not going to have all these presets, okay? They don't come with a Character Creator when you install it. You have to actually buy them separately. So when you buy them, and it's showing you all the presets, you know, that he has for the skin color, you know, the certain kind of makeup and things like that. Whatever, you know, it just depends how many packages you've installed in the computer. You've installed for the skin and tats, you know, tattoos, or for certain kind of like the body, you know, body shape. all that. Okay, so you're gonna have all those things, and this is the way I do it, because this is the easiest way for me to do these things. When you are doing, like, you just drag and drop, that's what I do. I drag whatever I want, whatever I think I like, and I drag it and I drop it into the character. I'm going to show you once it finishes loading. Okay, still changing. Okay, still doing the changes. So let me see, going back here, I'm going to show you. I have many different packages, for everything pretty much, and all the new packages that are coming out, I'm just gonna get them and keep adding them into the character creator, because it's really nice. And this, to me, this is the best way to do it. Okay, you can go ahead and go to character creator and then go, try to find the folders, and if you get lost somewhere, you don't know, you don't even know how to get back to it, it's going to be a trouble, because you're going to be spending time just trying to find your way back, or just for me it's just easier this way. Okay, so I'm just showing you all the content that I have, okay, for modifying the character to whatever like I want, and that's pretty much everything. But I'm gonna show you when the character is already changed into a CC3 Plus character. The things that I usually use all the time are all the way at the top, pretty much. Okay, I could use these ones right here, depending whether it's athletic, whether it's a little bit overweight, whether it's a man or a woman, and I just drag and drop, and then it's gonna give me that kind of finish in the character in regards to the map. Okay, there's some presets that modify the face of the character. Okay, so you have to be careful about that. The first thing I change is the skin color. Okay, and I don't use these presets really. Let me see, I'm gonna go right here. Okay, if you use these presets right here, okay, any of these presets, I'm gonna use one of these just to show you how the character is gonna look like, and just let me wait. I'm gonna come back once it finishes doing the transformation, okay, and then I'll continue doing this tutorial. Okay, finally it finished, and as you can see, one of the things that happen, I'm not gonna say all the time, but most of the time, I'm gonna do a close-up of the character. Once it changes the character into a CC3 character, what's gonna happen, or may happen, is that you're gonna have some breakage, some poke throughs, okay, like these ones right here. We didn't have these poke throughs, and now I do, because it changed the character. And the first thing I'm gonna do before, and this is what the golden rule for everyone, if you don't want to lose any changes or whatever, just go ahead and save it. So save project as, and I'm just gonna put CC341. Okay, CC341 tutorial. I'm gonna put it tutorial because it's a tutorial. Okay, now I'm gonna go open up the folder that I was showing you before. Is this one right here, and I'm gonna use one of these presets, and let me amplify this a little bit more so that you can see the names of the presets. Okay, whether you want it to be a Herculean, or you want it to be an old person, or you have different kinds like this and this one right here. I'm just gonna use the athletic maybe, or there's another one besides the athletic. Okay, let me close this one. Gonna make it like this. Yeah, I'm just gonna use the athletic, which is this one right here. So I'm gonna drag and drop, and it's asking me pretty much if I want to make those changes. I'm gonna say apply. Yes, of course I do. Now I want you to see what's going to happen to the face. You see the face has changed. It made it like an old person. And if we go to, on the right panel, we go to the, we're in the first icon, we go to the 2, 3, 4, the fourth icon, and we activate this. We're gonna wait until it activates it. Okay, this is one way to do it, whether you use a preset, but the preset usually is gonna make the character look older, like an old man or an old lady. If you don't really like that, then I'm gonna show you a different way in which you can do it. I don't know if it's gonna, we're gonna have enough time for this tutorial because it's gonna be 15 minutes long. So I'm just gonna wait until it finishes, and I'm gonna pause it and come back to you, okay? Oh, there you go. Okay, it did it already. So if you see, when you use those presets, you're gonna have all these options to modify further, you know, the character. So you see the face is very wrinkled. So you go down here, and it's gonna give you the choice for the eyes, the wrinkles around the eyes, and the choice for the face, the wrinkle in all the face. So I'm gonna use the one for the face first, and I'm gonna go right here. If we start lowering all this, you see, you lower all this all the way down. Okay, that's for the normal. Let me see. I'm gonna open this so that we can see better. The normal strength. If you lower the normal strength, it's gonna get rid of some of the wrinkles. The second one is the blur. You can put the blur a little bit up. Okay, remember, blur is gonna make it a little bit kind of like blending. It's gonna blur the face pretty much, and I'm just gonna leave the opacity the way it is. The opacity is the one that's gonna give this kind of finishing to the wrinkles. Okay, it's brown. We can change it to some other color if we want. I'm not gonna move that. I'm just gonna go down. The roughness, we want to put the roughness all the way down too. Okay, we go down, and we're gonna find the expansion. I usually take the expansion all the way down too. Okay, that's what I do. But over here we have the normal strength. I'm gonna lower the normal strength, and I'm gonna lower the roughness. Everything that says roughness, you just put them all the way down. Okay, you see the face looks a little bit better. It doesn't look as old as it used to. And I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Okay, I'm not gonna move anything else. I'm gonna move now to the next one, which is the eyes, and the normal strength, or the strength, I'm gonna put it all the way down. The blur, a little bit of blur. The normal strength right here at the bottom, also all the way down. The blur, I'm gonna leave it as it is. The contrast, I'm gonna leave it as it is, and that's pretty much all the changes that I needed to do. You see the wrinkles in the eyes have already kind of gone too. I'm not gonna do any further changes. I'm gonna see. Let me try to. I'm gonna show you the body. The reason why the body of this character is like this is because I wanted to make it a little bit more cartoonish, and that's one of the reasons why, you know, the waist is so tiny. I didn't want it to make it look more realistic, but if I wanted to change it, then I check on this on the arrow, and I'm gonna check on the morph. And one of the things you see is not selecting, and I have everything that I need. The reason why it's not selecting anything in the character is because we are on this activated editor. Okay, so we need to deactivate it. We're gonna wait. It's gonna load the everything else, you know, again, and we're gonna take off the shirt of the character. Let me see, it's right here. So we're gonna hide the shirt. As you see, you know, it's pretty much showing that. I want to make sure that I don't have a map, because I usually use maps for the body so that it actually hides hides the body. Let me see. Right there. Yeah, I don't have a map, so it's okay. So when that happens, what I need to do is to show it. So I go to the first icon on the right panel, and then I go to Edit Mesh, which is down here. I press that, and then I go to Face, okay, and the avatar is selected. So with the arrow selected right here, I'm gonna draw a box. It selected the body, and then I'm gonna go down here on the right panel. I'm gonna go Show All, and there it goes. It's showing the body. Okay, I want you to see the body for this reason. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, now we said we wanted to change that. I wanted to change the look of the body so that it doesn't look that cartoonish. So I'm gonna go to the morph again, and you can see now I can select it, and then I can just pull it out. Okay, we go to the third icon right here, which is the morph icon. You see that the waist is the one selected. Okay, so we're gonna look for whatever part of the waist is being modified. Okay, let me see. Right here. Well, it's not showing me. But anyways, if you wanted to modify, make the waist a little bit bigger. I don't think I want to make it bigger. I think it looks fine just the way it looks. Okay. So I'm gonna select the shirt again, and the shirt, I'm gonna go to the conform right here, and in the conform is gonna open up this this menu. I'm gonna increase the size of the shirt just a little bit more, and the margin, I'm gonna make it actually the iteration, it's 2, it's fine. That's 2, it's okay. This is 0.10, I'm gonna put 0.7, and smooth, I'm gonna put it to 1, and loose fitting 2, it's okay, and I'm gonna press that calculate. So it already does the calculations, and I see that there's no changes really. I'm gonna calculate again. It made it a little bit bigger. We're gonna go back. Well, actually, I'm showing you, you know, not just how to change the character, but also how to arrange or fix the poke throughs. In this case, you know, when you see poke throughs like these ones, and they are really hard to fix in the conform, my advice is to go to the edit mesh, which is on the first one. We have to close the conform. Okay, the conform is closed. To modify, no. Okay, we go to the edit mesh right here, and we go to the face. We activate that. We select the shirt, which is selected already. Well, actually, we select the character. We're going to select that, and the arrow, and in the character, we're going to select those areas that are showing up, and we're going to lower this, the radius, so that it's not going to come out over here. We're going to go like that, and we're going to put height. So it hit already the poke through over there. And we're gonna do the same for this part over here. Okay, and we're gonna put height, and we're gonna close the edit mesh, and it's not showing anymore. That's the best way to fix the poke throughs. Okay, there's more poke throughs, you know. I'm not gonna go into details really here. Yeah, I'm gonna do it because I really don't like the way it looks. Just give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm done with all the poke throughs, you know, in the front and the back, because I had some here in the back, you know. Now, when you use a preset like the one that I used before, and I'm gonna show you again, this is already past 19 minutes, so it's gonna be 2 tutorials. Once you use the preset, you see there's changes made to the avatar, and I already show you how to fix them. Now you see the face still looks like old, like an old face, like an old man, and that's one of the things that I kind of don't like it. If you send this character to iClone, which I'm gonna do in a minute, just want to make sure this is selected. It is selected. Okay, we're gonna send it to iClone. Okay, and once it loads in iClone, it's gonna show you that it's gonna look old. I'm gonna show you how to furthermore, change it into a young person. Okay, so we're gonna do a close-up of the face. You see all the wrinkles. Doesn't look really good, but the good thing is that if you keep the wrinkles, like this kind of face, then you go on the right panel, the material section, you're gonna select the head, you're gonna go down, and you're gonna select the bump map. Okay, the bump map. And when you select the bump map, you're gonna go down here, and the strength, just make it 0 if you want. You're gonna make it really young. You see, now it looks young, like it should. Or you can give it just a little bit of wrinkles, maybe to 15, whatever you think is something you're looking for, depending on the kind of age that you want. You go to 30, or you can go to 50. We're gonna change it to 50. We're gonna see how it looks like in 50. So you see, it's like you are making it age, and this is really nice. And that's one of the reasons why I ask you not to modify, too much the wrinkles. I mean, I did a lot of modifications, but even with the modifications I made, if you can go more than 100, like 150, because when you transfer the character from character creator to iClone, you are at 100, so you can go 150. It's gonna make it look older than that. If you go to 200, which is not gonna look really good, it's better to modify that in character creator. But if you go to 200, it looks really nasty. I don't know. It doesn't look really old because we got rid of the wrinkles. If we hadn't done that, then it would look really old. But in this case, it's not gonna do it. So I'm just gonna leave it to 30. And this is the character. It's a very different character than the one we used to have. Let me go back. I just want to go back to where we were before it even changed this into a CC3 Plus character, because I'm gonna put it side by side so that you can see the difference between the textures. Okay, that's the original one, and it's not selected. And I'm gonna send this character again to iClone. There you go. So it's sending the character to iClone. I'm gonna put them side by side so that you can see the difference between the textures and of each avatar. Okay, so that's a new one. You can see it's really nice. I mean, I really love the way it looks. Let me put it like this, and I'm gonna rotate it like that. Okay, so that you can see the faces. You see the difference. It's really, really awesome. I really love this program, Character Creator. And then we go back again. We select the face, which is selected. The bump map is selected, and then we put it to 30. This is what I was choosing before. And you see now it looks young, and it looks really nice. I mean, just look at the finishing. It's just excellent. Now you see it has the specular. If you want to change the specular, then you go down here, and where it says specular metallic, you just put it all the way to 0, and it's gonna lose the brightness, okay, or the kind of glossy color or glossy texture that it has. But in this case, I really like the kind of glossy texture, so I'm just gonna leave it as it was before. But if you wanna lower that, you just go to the metallic part on the right panel in the materials section. Okay, that's the third icon, and it's at 900, so I can lower that to 100 maybe a little bit more than that, maybe 350. Yeah, it looks a little bit better, just a little bit of bright. So I'm gonna leave it as it is right now because I wanted to show you another way to modify the character without having all these presets with wrinkles and things like that. So that's gonna be a different tutorial. This is 2 parts of tutorials. It's because I was doing the conform, in the clothing, which I shouldn't have, but I had to. I just don't like to see the characters with that kind of finished, and I wanted to show how to fix it. So now I'm gonna go to do a second tutorial and show you how to change the character again, and how to be adding the presets. Okay.